Hello, how are you once again? Um, this is Mr. Greg. I want to talk about catfish farming as usual on my YouTube channel here. But today I kind of specifically want to talk to will-be catfish farmers. And I want to say to those who want to go into catfish farming, I want to say to you, do not cut corners. Do not cut corners. It's a different thing from starting small and cutting corners. Starting small is not what cutting corners means. To cut corners, you don't do certain things that are supposed to be done, which are very necessary to the business. So many catfish farmers want to start, but they want to start without some of the very necessary facilities and infrastructures that will help the business. And some of them call me sometimes and say, look, I want to start, but I don't have drainage. Okay, so I'm going to do without drainage. How are you going to do without drainage in catfish business? Some of them say they want to start, but they don't have enough tanks. But they want to stock, say, about 2,000. They want to start with about 2 tanks. How are you going to do 2,000 pieces of fishes with 2 tanks? Okay, you can start small, but you cannot cut corners. You cannot take out the basic things that are needed in the business. Reason is because when you start, you are going to fail, because those things will definitely come and haunt you that are not there. So the best thing for you to do is, look, don't start if you don't have the basic facilities and infrastructures. One of the most basic things in catfish business, which you must consider if you don't even start, is a flowing drainage where you will expel waste water into, and it will go, not settle. Some people say, look, I want to do it in my compound. You will run away from that compound very soon, because the water stinks. When it settles, it stinks more. There will be mosquitoes in abundance and all kinds of things. You just cannot do it. I've tried it, I have failed, and I have come out. My experience in this catfish business is not just about success. It's all about failure to success. Now, the reason why I talk is so that you don't have to feel like me before you get what you want. What you want. So please do not start cutting corners. Do not start with 2 tanks and then stock 2,000 fishes. If you want to start with 2 tanks, then stock about 100 to 200 pieces of fishes. You can get that done. Okay, if you don't have a drainage system, like I told people, like a gutter that is flowing properly, then you want to expel wastewater into your compound, then you have to do it very little, so that the volume of water that you are expelling is nothing, as it were. But that means that you can never increase in your business. You cannot dig a well. It will work for a while, but after, it will stop. So many people have tried it, it worked for a while, but it all stopped later. It stopped flowing, it doesn't work. Okay, the basic things that are needed, the capital that you start with. Like I always say, do not start a catfish business based on hope that money is coming somewhere. The money you have, use that to start. I started my catfish business with 75,000 naira, and that was all I had. So I started with just 1 tank, and I did it comfortably, and from there I started reinvesting back the capital I get into the business. That's the way to get your business growing. You reinvest back the capital, not go blow all the capital. The profit. You reinvest back the profit into the business. 80% of the profit goes back to the business, and 20% goes to you. That's what I do even till now. 80% goes to me, 20% comes to me, and 80% goes back into the business. So these are the things you must consider. You must consider a borehole. You cannot do this business without sinking a borehole first, and the borehole must be sunk in an area where you can get clean water. Don't go and sink your borehole near Sockaway pit. you know, and also, and all that. It will not work. Okay, some people want to start this catfish business. They say, look, I'm going to be getting people to supply me what I'm going to pay. How can you do this catfish business when you don't have a borehole? Of course, we do not have constant power in this part of the globe. So you must invest in, you must start with a generating set that will generate power in this business. You understand what I'm saying? You must have a good generating set that can carry your borehole. And it's not just sinking one borehole. If you want to start a large catfish business, then you have to sink more boreholes. Now, somebody wants to start a catfish business for about 5,000 pieces of fishes, and he puts 5,000 pieces of fishes in water, and then he sinks one borehole. You are just looking for trouble. Okay, 5,000 pieces of fishes will need at least two boreholes of 1 horsepower each, or 1.5 horsepower each. It will make the business easy. The reason why the basic facilities and infrastructures must be there is that it will make the business easy. Not only to make the business easy, but it will make the business work. Now, people want to cut corners. Let me start like this, and they say that is starting small. That is not starting small. Starting small means starting small with small money. If it is small money you have that cannot even produce any, basic facilities and infrastructure, don't start at all. That is not starting small. That is starting foolishly. Okay, if you start properly, your business will work. Okay, you must also be able to have known how to sell your catfish before you start. What I'm saying is, you must have a proper knowledge of outlets. You must know who buys and how much it is, and before you start. I took about 6 weeks to get to know the outlet, how to sell, before I even tried to start the business. Okay, so you must go out, get to know about it and all that. You must also get to know somebody who is excelling in the business. He must be like a guide or a mentor by your side, at least for those few weeks or few months that you just started, to guide you until you are there and he leaves you. You must have these things down, not just to get to the tank and throw fish in the tank. So it is important. I've not mentioned all because of time, but it is important that you get these basic things on ground before you start. Don't cut corners. Cutting corners is not the same thing as starting small. Thank you for listening. Remember, try as much as possible to subscribe. It's very important, because I'm coming out with clips like this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I do these things, you will be the first to get them. If you are a would-be catfish farmer, or you are already in the catfish business and you are not succeeding, my videos can help you. This message can also help you. Maybe you started by cutting corners and you are still cutting corners. Try to put those things that are there, that are needed, those basic things that are needed, into your business. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and get these clips whenever they come. My name is Mr. Greg. Bye for now.